Hey guys, Nihon Reboot. 2 videos, 1 day, no cups. We win. So, I want to talk about cops in Japan. One thing that my friends and I have all noticed is like the cops here are really weak in comparison to like the American cops. They're very less violent, and they usually tend to be, from what I see, um, middle-aged or relatively old men walking around for the most part. Like, I see more old men in the police than I do young people, and it's got me thinking. I'm like, hmm. Like if these were the cops in America, crime would be freaking out of control. Of course, nobody here, like, not even the cops, have guns. It's only like the really super high up authorities that have the guns. I don't know high up. I don't know how high up though. Um, but like, it really gets you thinking. It's like these guys. Wait, what's stopping me from doing a crime? Considering how weak these people are, they often don't even have police cars. A lot of them ride bicycles, and I'm like, seriously, seriously, a bicycle? But yeah, after some like reflection, I came to a realization that the reason why they're not strong is, well, they don't need to be. You know, um, One of the reasons why I left America was because I really hated how people act with especially with like the self entitlement, and I also hate the medical. Medical's freaking retarded there. Oh, if that offended anyone, I'm sorry. Um, just kind of a slip of the tongue. But yeah. Regarding crime, also America has a pretty big crime rate, and lots of people have guns there, and there's it's just more dangerous overall. Like, America is really dangerous. Um, and this is coming from someone who lives in like a relatively safe area, not like New York City or anything like that. But like, no matter where you go, there's always like crime and danger. But like in Japan, you really don't have those problems. Like, it's so much safer here, and everyone really notices that. Like, that I've ever talked to that came from America to Japan, they're like, man, so much. It is really safe here. Um, so I really got to thinking, and I'm like, the reason why they're not so tough is because, well, they don't need to be. There's no reason to be, because, like, one, we don't have guns, so they don't have guns, so it evens the playing field out a bit. I mean, they have a beaten stick, but also the way people act in Japan. I'm not just saying, like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, this guy's a weeboo, saying like everything from Japan is great. But no, like, seriously, the way people behave in Japan is it's better than America. It's common sense. Like, you can call me a weeboo or an otaku or some Japanophile all you want. I really don't give the slightest damn. But like, if you come here and see, like, you can literally feel the difference. Like, I'll give you about 2 or 3 examples. All right. Women and children, they often walk alone at night by themselves down dark alleys, and no one bats an eye. I often see like little kids, like 4 or 5 years old. As a matter of fact, as a teacher, I have kids that are 4 and 5 years old come to school by themselves. Like, they leave their home, hop on a train, travel for like 20, 30 minutes, go to the school, and do their thing. And it's even at late night classes. Like, it's not out of the ordinary here. Like, it's completely everyday life. Um, these little kids can go out. I mean, I'm not saying crime doesn't happen, because it does, but like, it's so unlikely that most people think like it's okay for them to go out and do their thing. Next one. Let's see. Starbucks. We'll put Starbucks in here. The Starbucks where I live is a two-story Starbucks, right? On the first floor, you get your stuff. The second floor is where all the tables are. I see it all the time. Men, women, not just Starbucks, but like different restaurants, different places. They would leave their purse there, and they would go downstairs to do their thing, and nobody would touch their stuff. Guys would leave their wallets. They would also do that to reserve their seats, not just in like stores or like food places, but like on the train or Other places as well. I can't really think of any at the moment. Mostly food. um, and yeah, nobody would actually go in there, and you can see the money sticking out of the dude's wallet like all the time, and no one grabs it. It's a perfectly safe thing. Bikes are often left unchained. Granted, bikes here do have a little tiny lock that you can put. I think it's like on the back tire, um, but you don't really hear any crime stuff really relating to bikes being stolen. Like I said, they're not chained, so nothing's stopping anyone from picking up the bike and walking off with it. It's relatively easy to do. Um, and heck, even the locks aren't even that good here. Like you can pick the crap out of them really quickly, because it's more or less like a tiny hole where you just can stick like a bobby pin in and kind of twist it. From what I've seen, but yeah, I'm kind of getting off topic here. Uh, but yeah, those are just some examples as to why it's kind of safe here, or why it's well, like, why it's really safe here actually. Not kind of, it's really really safe here, and because these crime rates are just so low and crimes are so uncommon, there's no real need for Japan to have like a beefy squad that'll automatically question and or shoot every minority they see. Um, Even when I got stopped by the cops last year, um, which was all right. Story time, children. So it was freaking freezing. I'm a Floridian. We don't. That doesn't go well together. So at the time, I had a big gray hoodie, sweater, whatever you want to call it, and I had like black gloves, and I had my face like half covered. Right. That's just sounds suspicious as it is. Not to mention, I'm one foreign. Two, I'm like a foot taller than everybody here. Three, my shoulder spans. Well, I'm just a big dude here compared to like all the other skinny little um, citizens. So like I leave school and I book it. Like I'm literally walking as fast as I can go without actually running to the train station because I know it's like a 20-minute walk to get from the school to the train station, and I didn't have money for the bus at the time. Well, actually, I did, but I'm a cheapskate. So I was going as fast as I could. Turns out, like 2 streets over, there was a big like someone broke in or something. I don't know what. They never told me, but like that's what I picked up. And so the area was flooded with cops, which I wasn't really thinking about at the time. I was just like, all right, I gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, to go. I needed to get out, and I needed to basically, go home so I can be warm. And so I was moving relatively fast, and out of nowhere, like I hear like running behind me. So I stop, and I turn around, and sure enough, a police officer was coming after me. And so I kind of just sit there and I'm like, hey, what's up? So we end up going talking for like 20 minutes or so. Um, and he wanted to ask me all these questions. He's like, oh, you're a foreigner. What are you doing in this country? And I'm like, well, I'm a student here. And he's like, oh, well, where's your school at? And I'm like, turn around. It's right there. I was maybe about 30, 45 feet from the school campus, so you could see it there. And my school, Kansai Gaidai, is one of the biggest foreigner schools that it's like in Japan. Like everybody knows Kansai Gaidai, well at least in the area. And so he's like, "Oh, how do we know you're a student there?" And so I'm like, "Dude, look at my backpack." He opens up the backpack and there's nothing but like textbooks that have the Kansai Gaidai name on it. So it's like, okay. So they asked me to go to like the police box, which is like a tiny little police station, super small. It can only fit like 3 people in there at a time. Very tiny. They asked me to go in there, and so I'm like, why? And they told me like a crime was recently committed, and they wanted me to tell them all I knew about it. And I'm like, what crime? I had no idea. So we got to talking. Eventually, he's like, okay, yeah, you didn't do anything. You can go. And that was more or less it. It was about overall. It took less than 20 minutes. If I said a number previously, that was just exaggeration. So you guys can be like, what? But yeah, it was less than 20 minutes overall. And I was freezing and I got to go home. He let me go. Relatively nice. That was the only real encounter that I ever had with cops. Um, like all the time when I'm walking by them, like it's like, oh, konnichiwa, or oh, ohayou gozaimasu. And there was like, they're always like, oh, ohayou gaikokujin-san. And I'm like, yeah. But, yeah, like, the cops are really chill here. They're really friendly, and they actually go out of their way to help. Like, I don't feel threatened by police here. And I think that's a really big thing, because in America, I would never really approach a cop, um, just out of fear. Like, I'm a minority. Minorities and cops never get along. I even if I didn't do anything, I felt like going up to a cop is just asking for something to happen. But here, it's completely different. And I mean, I'm like a minority times three raised to the fifth power. Like, foreigners here are like super rare. And just being here, it really sticks out. It's really awesome though, like especially if you're in a crowd of people, being a foreigner, because you can like, and Japanese have told me this. They're like, oh, if we get lost, we'll just look for the tallest person in the wave of people. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do that. But like, um, where was I going with this? I don't know. I forgot. I literally forgot what I was talking about. But anyways, the point being, yeah, like I just don't feel threatened here, and I really have no idea. Like I've lost my complete train of thought. So I'm just gonna end the video here, because I'm just drawing blanks. Yeah. Also, no glasses. I'm just doing that because of the weird lighting. Do you see why now I don't have the glasses on? All right. Easy as that. All right. Well, thanks for watching. 2 videos, 1 day, no cup, and I'll see you next time.